Hello everybody and welcome to Rest and Reason and welcome to the board gaming community. We are so excited to have you and we are so excited to show you this wonderful community we have, this beautiful artwork that we can show, this amazing world that we can help you explore, and finally these mind-melting mechanics that are just going to make you want to play over and over and over again. I am so excited that you're here and I hope that these 3 tips will help you not fall into the same things that I fell into when I first joined the community. First of all, create a community first, then join the community. Creating a community means getting games and figuring out what games to play with your friends and family first. Make board gamers out of the people you live daily life with. Make friends of people who you would be able to play board games with in your daily life. And then whenever anything goes wrong or when you only have a little bit of time, you can still play board games and it's just so wonderful. It's an amazing experience. Then go to your local game store, then go to your local convention, and then go even bigger and meet the big wide world of board gaming from national to international. It's just beautiful and amazing. But if you work your way up, it's going to be more natural. And if something like COVID hits again, you can still have gaming because your core is your friends and your family. For me, I didn't have this at first. I started out gaming really heavily in college and I did it in a board game group at college. And when I left college, I lost that group and I had to relearn how to do board games with my friends and family. And by doing that, I now enjoy board games more than I think I did before, but just in a different way, in a new way, and in a way that's more sustainable and that I can do more often and play more often. Second, go for 10 first, then build a collection. Do not build a collection first. You're going to be wasting money because you literally cannot play that many games that quickly. And if you do, it's probably because you're not doing some of the other things in your life that you should. Go for 10 board games first. Play those 10 board games at least 4 times each, and then you'll understand your own taste. And once you know your taste, you can go buy all sorts of games that go with that taste. Also, then you learn your group's taste, your friends and your family or your local game group. And then you can buy games that work for that group. So ultimately, because you're buying for taste, you're not going to have as many games sitting there on your shelf whispering to you, "You still haven't played me." And you're sitting there going, "Of course I didn't play you. You don't look fun to me because I don't like engine builders and they said you were an engine builder and I didn't know what that meant, but I bought it anyway." Don't do that. It's really simple too. In our day and age, there are so many videos that tell you the top 10 board games. And honestly, they're a great place to start. The first one I'd like to say is Shut Up and Sit Down. This video is a Christmas list where they give a little bit more than 10, but ultimately they just give a ton of games that you could start out with of different levels and types and for all different types of people with basic taste ideas. But ultimately, that's so broad that you're going to get just about 10 probably for yourself and not need to get more. The next group is Dice Tower's video, and this one gives 3 different guys' top 10 board games of all time, and it gives a perspective from each of them on why this one's not really my taste and not in my top 10, or why this one is my taste and in my top 10. And for you building your taste, this is going to help you understand what games to buy for those first 10 to help you build your taste over time. Next up, you have Rahdo, which is Rahdo. I don't actually know how to pronounce it, but ultimately his video is really good at showing, I would say, some of the most common I would hear listed as the top 10, and he does it in such a way that makes it very engaging. The next group is No Pun Included, and their top 10 list really just is a lot of fun to watch. It's just really fun to watch, and they're a very fun channel, but ultimately they also give you, again, a lot of that taste idea, a lot of things to help you understand why it's their taste, and also that will help you understand why it might not be your taste, and that's wonderful. The next group is Actualol. I love how he mixes information with this very soothing, calm, friendly, warm, inviting atmosphere. He's what I'd want out of a board game explainer. He's just calm, collected, but also a little cheeky and funny. And his video of 10 games is really informative. And the last group is the Brothers Murph. They're a little bit smaller of a channel than the rest of them. I mostly showed some of the biggest channels to give you you a really good idea of what the bigger community would say you should start with. But the Brothers Murph have a smaller channel and also have a different list than most of these other groups do. You're not going to see as many crossovers because they have a really unique set of their own personal preferences. And that will help you understand, hey, maybe if I want to go a little further afield, these will help. And then finally, of course, you can check out my Christmas list. My Christmas list shows all of my gold recliners at that time. And those gold recliners are things that I know that just about anybody would be able to keep on their shelf for basically ever and have people to play them with. So definitely go check out all or some of these videos, whichever ones look fun to you. Go check them out and get those 10. Play those 10 and then build a collection. The final and third piece of advice is to enjoy the games first, then win the games. If you're so worried about winning the games on your first go, it's not going to be fun. So just get started. Just go in, have fun, enjoy the game. It's going to be so much better if you do that. The next thing is that you just need to ask questions. You're going to have to ask questions. And if people are viewing you as stupid, then you shouldn't be gaming with those people. People should be ready for you to ask questions. And if you don't have somebody explaining the game to you, then you should be playing with people who are okay if you have to check the rule book to answer their questions. And this goes into, if people are getting upset at the person who explained the game, then they're either not being charitable to that person or they don't trust that person. First off, find people to explain games to you who you trust. Second, from there, trust them. Know that they're trying to explain it to the best of their ability and that they want you to enjoy the game. That's why they're explaining it to you. So enjoy it and be with them and enjoy that time. And don't overthink games. Make sure to play those games rapidly. Make decisions quickly. Try things out. Explore the world. And you know what? If one of your games goes poorly, who cares? You still can have fun because you got to try something out. And at the end, you can go, oh man, I tried that out and it just didn't work. I know way too many people who overthink the first couple games and they try to win so hard they don't actually have fun. So go in and have fun. And this leads to the last point, which is create a positive atmosphere. A positive atmosphere is where everybody wants everybody else to have fun, but also is making sure that they're having fun. This means that you have to be willing to play those games that you don't love, but that other people love, and to love them because they love those games. For me personally, this came in the form of playing party games. I don't love party games. I don't play party games because they're the game I would choose to play. I don't even choose beginner board games because they're the game I would choose to play first off. I would choose Food Chain Magnate as the game I want to play. But it is so wonderful to sit down and love a game because the other people at the table love the game. It's so much more rewarding than just loving the games you love. So don't just love the games you love. Love the games that others love. And then all of you can love games together and they'll do the same for you. They'll love those games that they don't love for you because they love loving games with you. And if this was helpful at all, if these 3 hints are going to help you, please make sure to hit that like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, all the buttons, smash them, smash them, smash them. And please head over to our Patreon. $1 a month, anything you can give will be more than we could ever expect. And we're so excited to keep bringing this content to you. And as always, thank you so much for joining us today on Rest and Reason.